welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from the link. Avery Williams on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd, they need 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end. Dallas got it. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
13 yards on the play. That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. A run up the middle with Barkley. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you. Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Jacob trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
We go play action with Love. He puts it up, and it's caught. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run, but then these play action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody, and it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Eagles nothing. Brandon McManus.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
And he'll get about 5.
Keyshawn Nixon on the stop. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the Packers' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts. They'll look to set up the screen here. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And the big back, A.J. Dillon. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
At the 24-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. To throw, Hurts. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
That's good.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for the pass.
Good blocking, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll manage only a couple. Adoree Jackson makes the tackle.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open man, left side, he's got it. Inside the 10. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 67 yards.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And when things aren't going well, you say, who do I have to get the ball to? Well, this guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good things happen. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Backed up to the 3, it's 2nd and goal. On play action, Love. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Love. That's hauled in at the 2.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 4th down, Love. Out to his right. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, there's nothing like a quarterback who can take a play that's not in the playbook and bring it to life and bring it to the end zone for a touchdown.
These are the most difficult plays for a defense to defend because you think you do everything right. You have all the receivers covered. You're able to force the quarterback off his initial spot, but sometimes you just can't teach athlete, Mike, and in this case, he said, all right, there's nowhere to go with the ball. I'm just going to tuck it and do it myself.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Will show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 22.
That pass play good for 22. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this has got to take advantage.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 1. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Gain of 6.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Big-time play for Philly. 35 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Pretty big swing here in the mindset of the defense. Before the play, you're thinking, man, we're on the 1-yard line. Pretty likely that it ends with a touchdown. But instead, you send them back 5 yards, and your chances of holding them to 3 just go up.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Good blocking, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. But dangerous Miko Hardman on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll motion a tight end right. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
On second down, Love. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, the Packers turn over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep for the Eagles, Avery Williams. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half.
And 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
A 2-yard gain.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 7. Now Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Love to throw. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Eagles offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for Barkley. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime coming up.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Hardman now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Love. Working across the field, he spots Watson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 20. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's second and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. He's going to look downfield once again. To the goal line and in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Here is Shipley on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. Nowhere to go, he is taken down. Rashawn Gary, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barker. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
24 yards.
They get 24 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's a short one, caught by Johnson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Saquon Barkley ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
I can't believe what I watched. Let's go, let's get that touch.
This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Right out to Terry. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will even the score. It's now 21-all. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Hardman now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now Hurts, and the caller's own number. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the ball.
Second down and 3. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
14 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come fourth down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up first and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Packers' 2-yard line.
He'll take this himself, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Saquon, and this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain, and now it's fourth and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Fourth down, here's Hurts. And this is high. Wow, the decision to go pays off. A.J. Brown, touchdown, Eagles. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Eagles go up by 7, 28-21.
Packers 21.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Off the play fake. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. J-Licks Hunt in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Second down throw for Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
9 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And he's going to be brought. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Here's Love to throw. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long. And he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Packers.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
From the 29. Here's 2nd down and 6. Back to throw is Love. That one complete to Watson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down. The middle with Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll run the counter with Barkley, and this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He takes off. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. A run up the middle with Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On second down, Hurts. The throw on the run is complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's good.
13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the
You want to be a star in the
13-yard
NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 9.
That's Goddard in motion. On third down, here's Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Love. And Dobbs open left side. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, it is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
Christian Watson. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. Here's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. And just as importantly, stop the clock.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Cooper DeJean on the coverage.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. To throw is Love. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
That complete to Jacobs. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
Second and inches.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Now, second and inches. Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Packers going to use their final timeout now. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Throwing is Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Man in motion is Smith. On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here is second and 7. Hurts will work here from the pistol. From the middle to his tight end, Godwin. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's first down. Now Hurts. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
It's second down and 10.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return, it's Williams. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That's right side. He's got Calcaterra. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And 8.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
For the Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at
And
the
this is really an
41-yard line.
area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A pickup there of 28 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean,
and he's in. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, exactly the way you want to handle it when you get the ball to start overtime.
absolutely, Mike. You want to strike first. You understand the defense is wearing down. It's been a long game. Now you are one stop away from getting out of here with a huge win.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On second down, Love. Toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now Love. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
This one is caught by Reed, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. 11 yards for number 11, and a first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage, or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Gain of 26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
Waste of time.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
A second down throw for Love. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And the Packers are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Jacobs pushing his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Mike, what a game, but now what decision are they going to make? They find themselves down 1. I think this is a no-brainer. Ball on the 2-yard line, dial up your best offensive play, and go win this game now.
They could have tried for the win. Instead, they'll go for 1 to extend the game. And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Williams now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. And then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
This one is caught by Dotson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Keep it on the option. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A run with Dillon. He'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. It's another go with Dillon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's
a gain of 16 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, It's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.